Guys, brilliant, so good.
Cheers.
Welcome to Glasgow, dear and Johnny. Thank you very much, aka Art and Paul. Well done. Sorry, I think I was going to say Garfunkel. Because he's a Garfunkel. No, get his first name right. First of all, the story that you guys are performing. How's that going?
It's going really well. Yeah, we just finished in London's West End, so now we're touring through Scotland through the concert halls and playing to packed out crowds, which is just fabulous.
Fantastic. And tell us a bit about the show, because it's got live footage in it and, there's a whole mixture of things, isn't there?
Well, we very much didn't want to put together a tribute show, per se. It's very much a piece of theatre. So it tells their story through the chronology of their albums and through their lives. But also we have a video projector and a screen and everything, and that tells the story of the 60s. So it very much puts it in a place and a time, and it takes people on a much bigger, larger journey, and people are reacting really nicely to it, so it's great.
Good. It sounds really, really cool, actually.
Now, Dean, you've also played, you've played Paul Simon, obviously, I'll get that. Anyway, sorry everyone. But you've also played another musical icon in the West End as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
Well, 2007, I think I started. I played Buddy Holly in the West End musical Buddy for a couple of years before taking it around the world and over to Buddy Holly's hometown.
No pressure there then.
I know, right. But it was great. It was really good. I'm just very fortunate now to be playing Paul Simon, playing two of my musical heroes, which is great. Yeah, it's a real wonderful experience.
And obviously, the real Simon and Garfunkel had quite an intense relationship. What is your relationship like?
Oh, just like that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, no, we live in the van pretty much. We're on tour with the rest of the guys throughout around the world, really. So we respect each other's
it's
space.
It's been a great test in patience and empathy.
Yeah, exactly.
I can relate to that.
Thanks very much. Thanks
And obviously you're big fans of Simon and Garfunkel then.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons I put the show together. Was I love their music. I think Paul Simon is arguably one of the best songwriters of all time, and I think Art Garfunkel is one of the best singers of all time. So the combination, I think that's why people loved them so much. It was that fabulous lyrics, fabulous songwriting, fabulous harmonies. It was, and I got behind that from an early age, and now to be able to be doing it with Johnny is just wonderful.
And Johnny, aka Art, obviously the music still stands the test of time. Why do you think younger generations especially still relate to the music of Simon and Garfunkel?
I think, well, personally, I didn't know much of their music before I went to the audition and got the job. Apart from like Bridge Over Troubled Water and Sound of Silence are the really big ones, but I think great songwriting is pretty timeless, like great poetry as well. It transcends some mundane stuff that we take for granted and actually speaks to a really, really wide audience. Like The Sound of Silence, I think, lyrically is one of the most beautiful songs ever written.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And we do get quite a young crowd coming along, I think. There's a bit of a folk rock revival, and people do come along, don't they?
Yeah.
And people know a lot more songs than they think they do as well. They've kind of been embedded throughout time.
Yeah, I think the one for that really is Cecilia. Everyone always goes, oh yeah. You get a lot of that, not Suggs. Yeah, you did do it.
And you're performing in Glasgow, so when can our audiences here in the west of Scotland see you next?
On Wednesday at the Royal Concert Hall, which is just, we were there yesterday. It's such an
brilliant
epic venue. It's amazing, and we're really excited. It's the end. We're up to Inverness, and we're all over Perth, Aberdeen, and Edinburgh and stuff. So this is going to be our last one in Scotland. So it's going to be.
I'm sure a Glasgow crowd will see you off inside.
You're going to play one last song for us.
Yes,
so thank you very, very much, and we'll come and catch you on Wednesday, I think.
That's the day. Thank you very much, guys. Take it away. Cheers.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. Bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered sounds of silence.